Florida Governor Ron DeSantis is one of the other big names expected to join the race, and he is in the national spotlight thanks to the NAACP. The civil rights group has issued an advisory to people of color considering a trip to Florida with some blunt words saying, quote, "Beware, your life is not valued." Paula Tutman found one mother who actually pushed a pause on a trip to Disney.
For the second time this year, national CEO and NAACP president and Detroit native Derek Johnson has issued a travel advisory.
We are advising African Americans and others that if you travel to Florida, beware that your life is not valued, that we have a political landscape that could cause harm.
The advisory stems from political and cultural rhetoric as well as legislation by Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, barring education that includes topics concerning race and racism. Twyla Banks has already pushed pause on her children's request to visit Disney and Universal Studios this year.
It's heartbreaking.
And as the owner and CEO of Extraordinary Travel Agency in Roseville is used to advising clients about areas that are dangerous around the world.
As travel agents, we have to stay on top of everything travel related domestically and internationally.
And she is now grappling with immediate concerns her clients, who happen to be minorities, have about travel in her own nation.
I did reach out to one of my clients who was planning to go to Miami in August, and yeah, she's not too thrilled about having to change her birthday plans.
I don't necessarily feel safe in Florida.
Zaire Kwabena, the executive director of LGBT Detroit, a nonprofit advocacy organization that supports gay rights, says this hits him twice, not only as a black man, but a gay black man, given that DeSantis has also enacted legislation banning any discussion of homosexuality in certain public education in what's being called Don't Say Gay laws.
The state has just said a part of my history is invalid. The other great thing that I'm concerned about is this ability to carry without a permit. I can't even think of where I could walk in the entire state where I'd be safe.
Reverend Wendell Anthony, president of the Detroit branch of the NAACP, just returned from the national meeting in which it was unanimous to vote for the advisory.
The rhetoric makes it dangerous because the rhetoric leads to division. The rhetoric leads to hatred. The rhetoric leads to violence. The rhetoric leads to scapegoating and making people vulnerable.
Phil Diamond is the comptroller for Orange County, Florida. His office monitors tourism revenue based on tourist taxes.
Whether it's many or whether it's few, it's too many. And I think it's something that will have some adverse effect on tourism.
Yeah, of course, there are some plans that cannot be changed. They're engraved in stone. Think about Memorial Day festivals, for instance. Now, for his part, DeSantis has said publicly that he's not worried. He calls this a political stunt. Now, I do want you to know I've also made numerous calls, as well as our partner stations in Florida, numerous calls to various chambers of commerce to get their reaction, whether or not they feel like this will make a difference, understanding that, you know, there are people who won't change their plans regardless of this advisory. We could not get anyone to go on camera or on the record. It's important to point out, however, these entities get funding from the governor's office. Karen.